An official funeral for David Dido Vega was held this afternoon at the Mount Calvary Cemetery in Corozal Town. The 47-year-old recently elected Corozal Bay area representative died from COVID-19 complications on Friday morning, hours before he was scheduled to take the oath of allegiance of office. Vega was hospitalized for more than a week, but the well-known son of the Bay and math teacher could no longer keep on fighting. And because he didn't take the oath on Friday, an official funeral instead of a state funeral was held in his memory today. A group of men in hazmat suits carried the casket into the tomb while Vega family, the Prime Minister, opposition leader and other political colleagues and friends said their last goodbyes. And one of those close friends was Gilvano Swayze, who read the eulogy for the man dubbed as the Gentle Giant.
At first, people didn't know D. He had been away for so long. He lost his first convention by only 12 votes. After many years of pursuing and overcoming many obstacles, he finally won the general elections by 408 votes on November 11, 2020. The people of Corozal Town Bay were so happy. The Gentle Giant had won, and they had big hopes in him. A few days before his birthday, which was on December 5th, he fell ill. He tested positive for COVID-19. He battled with this deadly disease, and many people were praying and were concerned. On the 11th December, exactly 1 month after his victory at the polls, he was called by our Creator, who saw that he was suffering.
Vega's political brother in the North, Florenzo Marin Jr., read the government's official remembrance, during which he highlighted Vega's mathematical skills and passion to make a difference.
In the year 2014, I remember Dido coming to me to say he was ready to enter the political field. I asked him, Dido, you sure? This rough, you know. He told me, Deputy, I am as sure as the time I wanted my bachelor's degree. I had no money. I saved enough for a one-way ticket to Florida and went and just parked in front of the university. I asked him again, and he repeated the same story. From then, I was convinced that he had that drive, that inner strength, the right material to be a P.U.P standard bearer and one who would deliver for us. He did return successfully with his bachelor's degree. Dido had a gift, a mathematical mind. I remember during the counting for the last municipal elections, like about 20 minutes afterwards, he texted me, we are going to win. I was skeptical, and so I called him. I called him, and he said, I am in the counting room, and I am 99.6% sure we will win. Upon hearing that, I was celebrating already. Dido told me that, that's good for me. This skill he repeated for several village council elections in my area. I remember another time he was in the counting room, and he called me early. He said, we win, Deputy. That's all I needed to know. He said this young man said that he went to Teacher Dido and asked him for help. Dido, knowing full well that this young man's parents were UDP supporters, he did not hesitate. He immediately gave an assistance for the school fees. The student said, Teacher Zene, we really needed that help. Of course, I will vote for him. No man stands so tall as when he stoops to help the less fortunate. David Dido Vega was a tall and a giant man.
But a man nonetheless whose body couldn't successfully fight off the COVID-19 virus. He was a humble man, easy to connect with, charismatic and inspiring. His friend, Home Affairs Minister Karim Musa, says Dido's vision must be realized.
For years, Dido Vega built a political movement in Corozal Bay based on two big ideas: the community first and the youths at the table of power. Dido was a mathematician with an incalculable love for people. His work as a teacher established his credibility among the young, and he harnessed their aspirations into the work of nation building. So his victory on November 11, 2020 was not just a Dido Vega or a P.U.P win, but a victory to shape a better society. Your brother was a fighter like no other, a champion like no other. We owe it to the gentle giant to keep our appointment with history. We must work together to deliver on his dream, new hope for the Bay. I end with how he ended all of his phone calls with me. Okay, hermano, we stay so. Rest in peace, warrior of the Bay, Dido Vega.
Reporting for News 5, Hipolito, Novelo.